Have you ever wanted to create a full-screen text area for your web application, but felt stuck without using jQuery or any libraries? It can be a bit tricky, but don't worry. Today, we're going to walk through how to achieve that using just plain JavaScript. I totally get it. Many developers face this challenge when trying to keep their projects lightweight and dependency-free. You're not alone in this, and it's a common question among web developers. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, how can I create a full-screen text area without using jQuery or any library? This is a great question, and it opens up a lot of possibilities for customization. So what do we need to understand about creating a full-screen text area? The key is to manipulate the DOM and use some CSS to make the text area expand to fill the entire screen. Let's break it down step by step. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a bonus tip that will help you enhance your text area even further. To create a full-screen text area without using jQuery or any library, the user should start by setting up the HTML structure. This includes a text area and a button to trigger the full-screen mode. Next, the user needs to write the JavaScript function that will handle the full-screen functionality. This function will use the Fullscreen API to make the text area occupy the entire screen. Now, the user should ensure that the text area can exit full screen mode. This can be done by adding an event listener to handle the exit action when the user presses the escape key. Finally, the user can test the functionality by clicking the button to enter full screen mode and pressing the escape key to exit. This will allow them to see the text area in full screen. Fun fact, the concept of full screen mode was first introduced in video games to immerse players in the experience. Now, we can bring that same immersion to our web applications. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by a user involves using JavaScript to make a text area full screen. They suggest adding an event listener to a button that sets the text area's width to 100% of the viewport width and its height to 100% of the viewport height. They also mention that you can use window.innerWidth and window.innerHeight as alternatives to achieve the same effect. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. An alternative approach shared by a user involves changing the CSS style of the text area to achieve full screen. They suggest setting the width and height to 100% and using a fixed position. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative solution provided by a user involves adding a CSS class to make the text area full screen. This class should have properties for width, height, and position. When the button is clicked, the full screen class is added to the text area element. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative solution provided by a user involves using JavaScript to make a text area full screen. They suggest adding an event listener to a button that adjusts the width and height of the text area to match the window's dimensions. Additionally, the user provides a CSS approach. They suggest adding a full screen class to the text area, which sets its position to fixed and expands it to full width and height. Let's move forward and look at another answer. This user suggests using the Fullscreen API to create a full screen text area without jQuery. They note that the demo won't work in online IDEs due to security restrictions, so it's best to test it on a real site or locally. The user provides a complete HTML example, including a text area and a button to toggle full screen. They also include styles to ensure the text area fills the screen when activated. Here's the bonus tip I promised. Consider adding a way to exit full screen mode so users can easily return to the normal view. This can be done using the exit full screen method. And there you have it. You've successfully created a full-screen text area without any libraries. Remember, keeping your projects lightweight can lead to better performance. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.